Weaver as well for the Roshan as well.
Huskar is actually excellent. I think that's the best pick.
I think
it looks really good.
Virtus.pro are just going to leave these fights.
Little chat wheel as well. So it does look like Klinks is still free farming. Mushi is doing pretty well here in this top lane. So it looks like both cores are kind of getting what they want out of it. But you also have the off lane cores who are also being able to get some CS. Ninja Boogie is basically just functioning as a wall, right? This is what you do as a support.
Out. Here comes the Beatles.
They're going to have to try and remove those beetles. Mushi's not actually helping him out right now. Ninja Boogie has so much Midas armor, he's going to try and soul rip himself to be able to save, but the beetle is still on him. We've seen other teams, what they do is focus on... So they're just going to try and threaten Ninja Boogie, force him to soul rip himself. He does have the higher levels of soul rip. Bottom lane, they are going to be able to get the rambles onto Roger, and Roger's just getting eaten apart here. The big crit comes out from Ice early, and it does manage to take the Dream Protector down. At the same time,
multiple heroes, your ability to play very fast and not have to be the more one position invoker style that Weehaw plays, for example.
And you've got 2 strength cores on the enemy lineup that have pretty low mana pools and rely on them pretty heavily. And then the Necrophos never really likes being Tornado. He's going to Ghost Shroud up here in the top lane. They're going to try and jump him. And now you see the problem with part of that Ghost Shroud, you can't get rid of the bug. So if he's left by himself, that Midas armor is just going to keep ticking. Ninja Boogie tries to come in, throws out a Soul Rip, trying to threaten Pasha's life, but he's more than healthy enough to survive.
Overcommit for towers against. You can't just get half HP like that, or you're just going to reset, wasting more time. You're going to lose more and more pressure on that top lane.
Ramses pops a strafe in order to dodge that stun, but means the Tree Protector is going to be left behind here. Ice managed to move in front of him here, finish him off with a big crit. Now the skeleton.
That's why VP, I think, has gone for this tree. You have the ability to just protect the tower against the DK, force rotations, force over commitments as Ice going to go down the first time. VP, let's see if they set up again.
Jab's going to try and intercept here, but he just gets beaten down so quickly. Ramses with all that physical damage, and Jabs, Dark Will can do many things, but pre-level 6...
It looks like top, because I think he anticipates that they'll be ready for mid, and that's why no one, every single time Moon goes somewhere, he's trailing him.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to protect his mid tower, he wants to be able to protect his side lane tower.
Nice, Tornado EMP onto the next post. Mushi's going to get popped here. Soul Rip actually does buy him a little bit more time, but he's just surrounded by so many heroes. Pasha is able to get that killing spree.
For this mid tier 1 tower is the key to the game. It opens up so much into the jungle. Bottom lane, Ramsey's gonna get stunned up, but Jabs just really fainting, not really trying to do too much. As Solo does have the swap, wants to try to get in range. The Shadow Realm has already been blown. Maybe Jabs is susceptible to this kill. Is Solo gonna run into him point blank? Here comes a stun.
He's gonna be able to get that, and Jabs, well, Ramsey's just a bit too far away, but now with the swap back, Terrorize is gonna be too late, so he cancels it, and Ramses
comes out on the DK. And the commitment, we've seen this many times before.
Moon's gonna go for it. Ice coming in from behind. It's gonna be able to get the stun onto Roger. Now Moon's a little slow to follow that one up, but we'll be here in time for the Breathe Fire. The Living Armor's actually keeping him alive until the last couple of shots come in. Ice slowed down with a cold snap, hit by the EMP. He's already dead. And Moon, he's gonna be swapped back into the tier 1 tower right next to Ramsey. That is perfect. The Terrorize might just be able to save him alongside that Soul Rip. That might just be able to do it. Ninja Boogie gets a little low, so does Moon, but the Weaver, Pasha, was super scared of going forward, as he should be. The control of the Brambles almost got him killed. About to give up on the Tombstone and give up on the tier 1 tower push as well, it seems, as maybe even Mushi's gonna die here. Gets a little bit of heal on himself. Soul Rip as well, it's not quite enough. Free Fire comes out, Suntroy's gonna miss. They turn around, Reaper Sight, he gets the kill, but dies in the process.
And basically, because they're probably in a similar position as Ramses, gonna get dusted up. Jabs the follow-up.
Needs to be able to land the Brambles here, and he does. The Curse Crown follow-up. They're going to be able to get a lot of magic damage on him with the Bedlam. Pasha's trying to take it up, but gets up on it in the end. The Overgrowth, they're going to try and focus on the Tombstone. Nice 3-man tornado into the EMP. That's going to burn everybody up. Dark Will is already dead. Moon has no mana to be able to work with. Can he TP away? Pasha is going to try and hunt him down, but he does have a lot of armor. It's going to tough kill to be able to get, but they slow him down. And it looks like Moon pops the mana, does manage to get the Shadow Blade off. Fortunately, Solo on the spot with the Sentry. Pasha gets a mega kill streak as they pick up a 2-for-1 special.
In mid though, Ice commits a stun. And he halfway committed to that tower push, but again, the Living Armor set up by the tree ults. And you can see that VP is committed to this defensive style. Defend your towers. It's okay if people get pickoffs because you can play reactively. I think that's the point of their lineup is Mushi, doesn't have the ghost shot anymore. Is going to pop a lot of damage. Solo getting closer.
He wants to swap real badly. Will be able to get into low ground. Mushi's going to run the other direction though, but with the sun out, Mushi is still dead. The Terrorize comes just a bit too late. He does run into the Brambles. Going to be caught by the Bedlam as well. Ramsey still has tons of HP though, and Jabs.
His favorite right now, and I would agree. Things are slightly tilting their way.
They do have a couple different forms of hard initiation for Mineski that was missing earlier. Ice. He does have a Flint Dagger and is going to be able to jump in the back lines. Moon is going to have a hard problem with Pasha, but at the same time, a beautiful tornado comes in, stops a lot of Jab's damage, almost able to finish up No One, but can't quite do it. No One, Ice is actually going to go for the blink in a second here. The man's going to get the Reaper Scythe on him. That is a big time kill, and now they can turn towards the Tree Protector, take him out. No more living armor to be able to worry about. Mineski has control of the mid lane and should be able to take the mid tower finally.
Oh, they overcommitted for that part as VP thought that 3 heroes were enough. They dove him under the tower.
Oh, they just keep on going. They're going to be able to find Solo's Vengeful Spirit as well.
This is uncharacteristically sloppy by VP. You bought 3 heroes.
They are going to give up on the tier 2 push. Seems like they're just a bit too afraid of overextending themselves like they saw Virtus.pro just do. Solo's just going to keep in pace here with Ninja Boogie to make sure he gets the Magic Missile as soon as the rest of his heroes are here. Ninja Boogie just separated from his team a bit too much. And adds some smoke rotation up to the top lane now.
A lot of pings being sent out.
They do have a scan on the Necropulse on the side here, so they are going to be able to get that 3-man smoke onto the 2 supports though. They found the Tree Protector. He's not going to be able to get away, and it looks like Jabs will deal with Solo pretty easily. Solo does manage to get a bit distance, and he knows he's just prolonging the inevitable here. Will eventually die. Mineski, a smoke gank that turns into 2 kills, and again, another tower push. This is
to kill him twice here. They know that people are in their own jungle.
Oh, they're going to let Ramses maybe run into them.
This is so smart.
At the perfect time, they're going to be able to get the Sentry instant stun. Life 1, Ramses lives a little bit longer than expected, but now Life 2.
Drop the tombstone.
It's going to be up to No One to hit the big tornado to be able to save him. The man's going to swap back to Terrorize. On to 3 in the back line. That's a beautiful play from Jabs. The tombstone will finally go down from Pasha, but Chaos reigns, and it looks like it's going to be Mineski who's taking it. Ramsey's barely getting away. Outside the Sentry, cut down by the Reaper's Scythe. Roger's going to be up next with the Cursed Ground. No One trying to protect him. A big meteor comes in, but he's not an Exort Invoker, so that does very little damage whatsoever. Tree Protector's down. Pasha's going to come in with the Diffuse Blade. They do manage to get the Magic Missile. They're focusing on the tankiest hero of all, though, and now the support already dead. Bedlam coming back up from Jabs, takes the opposing support, but finally they do manage to finish off Boone. So Mushi and Jabs will limp away from Pasha, a bit scared. Mushi, nice tornado there from No One, so it looks like they are going to be able to get the extra hero kill. Diffuse Blade slowed down, and Mushi falls. A triple kill for Pasha. Then they'll have that Radiance, it'll be a big difference. But I mean, I can't help but feeling like the double BKB pickup now. Virtus.pro, they are going to come in, trying to go on to Mushi first. A beautiful overgrowth out from Roger. Snuck in from the side, will be able to control the 2 supports. Ninja Boogie's already gone. The Cursed Crown does manage to stun up. They actually spot out the Tombstone. They're going to reveal it with a Sunstrike so Pasha can focus it down. Slowing down Mushi with the Diffuse Blade, swap back Terrorize. It's going to come in with the BKB activated by Ramses, means that he is not deterred to protect you from that.
You've got the Aghanim Scepter now on the Invoker. I think for VP now it's go time as Ramses holding the high ground area.
That double damage is going to go straight 3 shots. Ninja Boogie instantly gets stunned up with the Dragonite though, with the Terrorize coming in. They do have really good control, but running into the Brambles, Moon pops his BKB, but his damage, it just doesn't look great. Now Ram's going to be able to pop his BKB in turn. Solo, very beautiful overgrowth there from Roger in the back lines. Does manage to control up all these heroes. Ramsey's focused down Moon, turns, finish up Ice as well, who does still have the reincarnation, but again, he just doesn't really have a whole lot of damage to back it up because the rest of the team is being forced farther and farther back. Pasha just keeps on pushing Mushi farther away with the Diffuse Blade. He takes away all of his team, and now Ice is going to die a second time. Mineski on the right-hand side slowed him down. Pasha just focused him as well, slowing him down with the Diffuse Blade. So if they don't have their Dragonite, Wraith King, and Necropulse together, focusing 1 hero down, he's just not going to be able to do anything. Back into the game, Ice is already dead. Jabs, he gets taken down as well next to the Roshan. They're about the team fights, but for now, they're dealing with a Pasha Weaver that's 12-0-7. Has not died once in this game.
Gonna try to sandwich Mineski holding this high ground shrine area, but they're gonna get swapped back in.
Into the side, the Vice Ramsey's already managed to take down the Wraith King. The Reaper Cyclos come in, finish up the Tree Protector. Solo is looking a little lost as well. Ice round 2 with the Cataclysm coming down. Ramses will take him out first. You can see Jabs tries to go for the Invoker, but he gets on Mushi, so he's kind of approaching that new item phase, but he actually has nothing queued up right now.
Ninja Boogie, you're dead.
Ninja Boogie, poor guy. Just not a whole lot you can do. There's no escape mechanisms for it and dying. You
Performances in elimination games, and he is delivering here on the main stages. VP threatening the high ground here. Here comes the swap. The Lotus Orb, though.
That was a beautiful pickup. The double damage onto Ramsey's going to be dispelled by the Yule Scepter. Trying to deal with him, but the Scythe Device comes out, and he will be able to get the Dark Will. The Force Staff was not enough. Give him time to pop the Shadow Realm. Now with the buybacks, Virtus.pro are going to back up. They took the tier 3.
Ways, as long as you get the time lapse off or the BKB off in time, you're almost definitely going to live, as 16k is the lead at 36 minutes. We saw them do it yesterday with the fortuitous DD room.
Ice is found with that extra attack range he got from the level 20 talent. He does manage to bring down the Wraith King once. Can he do it a second time here? Ice is going to go for the TP out with the Scythe Device on cooldown. And since Ramses is not with his team, oh, Jabs! Gonna go for a Terrorize here, but he still has living armor and the death pack. Bedlam just not really doing a whole lot of damage, Jabs. Oh, Scythe Device coming up, 1 second, it's gonna be close, but he does manage to complete that TP.
And now there's no Terrorize for the high ground attempt.
Yeah, no Reincarnation, no Terrorize. Virtus.pro, they're gonna let Pasha do the work here. As again,
the swap, Solo posturing up, trying to move forward.
Managed to get a Force Staff in, but no bomb disabled. Now Moon does manage to get the Reaper side coming down, and does manage to finish him off. That is a big kill. Mineski needed that to be able to hold this high ground. Solo in the middle of it. He's going to be next one down. Ramses, as well as no one, trying to back away. Mineski on the hunt, though. They really need these kills. They do manage to get the dust. Ramses is a bit slowed down. Moon spots him, does manage to get the stun. Follow-up Cursed Crown, and it looks like it is going to be Ramses down as well. What a turnaround from Mineski.
Wow, Mineski. They didn't.
You still get that Plague Aura to put on the enemy.
And they're smoked up. Solo holding this high ground area. They might just find him first. They are.
Solo's going to be the smoke breaker. He will almost immediately fall. Not really the pick off that Mineski was hoping for, but still. A hero down for 50 seconds is a good chance for Mineski to take control. Probably not enough for them to push for high ground or anything because
they've got the gem. They might just run into no one here. This would be a huge pickup. He doesn't have BKB.
He throws out the tornado as well. They're going to be able to find him leading up. Got the instant sun. Moon lands it with the dragon tail. That's going to be no one dead for.
What a game this has turned into is now VP, even with the Aegis. You most likely have to pull the buyback, but you have to start the fight first. Where's the swap? Here
swap back into the instant side device. Ramses as well as Pasha. Going to try and beat him down with the double damage on Pasha. They may look pretty easy, but now it's going to be Ninja Boogie caught in as well. Really good Terrorize out. They just need to try and get out. They force the buyback out to no one. Mineski have done their job, even if they get 2 heroes picked off. As long as the rest can have teamwork there. Mushi, they're going to need to try and take the bug off of him. Tornadoed in the air.
How do you take this fight? VP?
Brambles come out. They already got the Scythe Device onto the Dark Will. They need to be able to take out this big team fight, but too much heal comes out. He does manage to get the Shadow Realm up. Cut down Ramses. He's already dead. Pasha pops his BKB and runs away with Max Shukuchi. Mushi looks to be able to slow down these heroes. Does manage to get the Shivas. Nice tornado turnaround though with the guys on top of the 2 of them. Cataclysm out. A lot of it dodged, turned around, stun onto the Weaver, but they want to be able to finish up this Solo. The Vengeful Spirit is the easy hero to pick off. Finally, the Dark Will does die this area. Moon's going to be farming up the Ancients, the rest of his team right behind him. Ice, spots Pasha for a moment. A Terrorize comes in a little bit too late. They already got the BKB off, but Moon, he is super tanky. Ramses having a hard time being able to bring him down. In fact, Moon's going to be able to pop the Dragon Knight and turn and fight him. That's why Ramses got to back up. So instead, they're just going to be able to turn, see if they can finish off that Vengeful Spirit while backing away from the Invoker. He managed to get a really good Deafening Blast, holding him in with the Overgrowth as well, focusing on the Tombstone. And now all these heroes caught in the Ice Wall with no BKBs coming in from behind the Reaper site. Not good enough to be able to catch Roger in, but Jazz will be able to finish up at least that Clicks. He immediately buys back though, looking for the TP in. Ice battling alone next to Jabs, who's going to die soon. The Wraith King Aghanim Scepter is allowing them to do a lot of damage to Pasha, but he's still in the time lapse out, so that leaves Moon all by himself, surrounded by too many heroes. Mushi comes in, gets a little bit of death pulls, but not quite enough. A little bit more. Pasha is able to run down now. Mushi surrounded by 4 heroes. He's trying to come in and bail out his heroes. The Gotrot's going to be able to buy him a bit more time. The Solar gives a big time heal, and Virtus.pro, now that there's reinforcements from Mineski, they'll back up. A big Deafening Blast. He sees Mushi is low on the side and wants to be able to hunt him down, slowing down these heroes, and Mushi's dead. Down for 2 minutes. 90 seconds on Moon. Ice coming up next. He does have the reincarnation, but Jazz, he'll dive. Just focus down from the swap every single time by Ramses. It is only Ice. And now it's going to be the Undying Con as well. Ninja Boogie, Virtus.pro. One big fight is all they needed. And they'll be able to take down Mineski not once, but twice in a big team fight in the mid lane. Finishing up with Ice. No buybacks on Mineski. And that will be Virtus.pro marching down the lane, pushing into the tier 4s and taking game number 1, unless Moon by himself can somehow stop them all.
He's gonna BKB walk in immediately. It was jumped on.
A valiant effort, Moon. 5 deaths, 5 backs into another 5 deaths from Mineski. Virtus.pro, I think they're on it. They just outplayed Mineski in that last team fight.
Especially near the end. They came online at the...
Where, like, part of the viability of it was that it was early and flexible, and you had a couple different options, and not necessarily this 9th pick.
And there were a couple of things
I can also think we're still 2 games away from just getting out of this. We can knock out the favorites. You needed 2 wins anyways.
Ninja Boogie and Ice. They planted a trap. They're going to be able to come in from behind and catch Solo. And that could be your first blood as Ice just needs to be able to get another swing in. But Solo, he may have regen up too much. So he's going to be able to eat through the trees. They have another round of stuns. He managed to juke out the stun for a second, but it's still going to be found. That'll be your first blood. The bounty runes, though, is putting so much pressure on Moon's Storm Spirit right now. Is this a lane that Clinks is supposed to win?
Yeah, handily. It's a really tough one. Storm does have high armor, but what's really annoying about him is that you sort of have to think of him as a melee hero just because...
Moon got a little too close! He was searching for the...
means that you have to commit to things a lot harder than you should. The fact is that Remnant pretty much makes you a melee hero.
If he gets Fisher blocked here, it could be a second death for Moon in a lane that's already hard. Here comes that Fisher block with the strafe activated. Moon tries to run away, but no one's attack range is just too low. They're going to need the extra damage coming out from the Dark Will. Just needs to be able to keep the vision. The Skeleton actually loses it, and they lose that Dark Shadow Realm damage. And now with the silence on the Jabs, turns around, does manage to get the Brambles onto the Ursa. Ramses is dangerously low. They're almost able to finish him up, but a healing cell managed to keep him alive over the top lane. Roger gets super low. They do manage to get the Whirling Axes on him from range, and Ninja Boogie will be able to pick...
allow this Clinks to further snowball ahead in this game.
This is a siege wagon coming in. No one certainly could take that tier 1 tower.
Top lane rotation. Pasha.
The Eidolons are gone now. So maybe they will try for the dive as the creeps are going to tank up the tower for them. Pasha slowed down by the Whirling Axes. Now the wraparound from Ninja Boogie able to land the stun. Immediately there's double TPs coming in. Pasha will still die in solo. Well, he actually gets into the tree, so he's going to be okay. But a hasted up Moon might be able to help out to be able to get the kill onto Roger. He throws down a ward into the high ground, managed to get a 3-man Fisher off of it. But Moon continues to get him slowed down more and more. Will be able to pick up the kill. So a very fortuitous rune for Moon, who really didn't have much of a mid-laning.
Does have the clarity running. Got full mana, no one thinks twice about it. Instead, it looks like he wants to run to this bottom lane.
Stun onto Ramses, blocked in by the Fisher. Ice does not have that reincarnation, and he has nowhere to be able to run to either. Pops the skeletons out. Ramses is busy jungling right now, so there's just no rotations possible.
Storm right now is just a liability.
But maybe with a level 6, he can actually kill Ramses. Super low. No one is nearby. Ramses pops the enrage. That buys him a little bit more time. Moon's going to commit more and more. Now he's going to be low on mana. They turn with the help of no one. They baited Moon in and will be able to get the kill while Ramses still survives. That was patience from Virtus.pro. They knew exactly what they were doing. No one just waiting. Over the bottom lane now. Ramses is going to have the Cursed Crown placed on him. Now he can enrage it. Chooses not to. Now they can get the magic missile and just blow him up real quickly. Ramses didn't expect that, but fortunately, the stun fades. He gets the enrage off. Will be able to get away. Bottom lane, Ice. Managed to get the skeletons out with a Wraith Fire Blast onto Solo. Is going to try and trade out 1 for 1, but he's just not going to be able to do it. The damage doesn't happen fast enough, and that's going to be intelligence lost and gained for Solo.
I thought that the Fissure pathing actually...
Whoa, long jump! Moon! Apparently, he's just a big fan of heavy commitment. This time around, he gets the kill and gets out, though.
Jabs running in. Tasha thinking about the black hole, does throw it down.
He's going to be covered in it. Not really going to be able to get away. As the Shadow Realm fades, he will be able to get the Eidolon damage. That one last shot is going to be enough. Trying to go for the bounty rune. Pasha sees the free kill and says, why not? Not going to have a better opportunity.
About taking this mid tower. You just allow anybody to come here and farm. And on the flip side, Mineski, no one really feels comfortable being there.
Ice doesn't have the reincarnation, so he's brought down very quickly by no one.
This is the second game in a row where they pick this combination. Dark Willow, Wraith King. They think there's something to it, but so far...
And we've heard so many pros and analysts talk about how the laning phase is all important.
Yes.
So Mineski will be able to get a pick off here. Terrorize goes out, and the Eidolons fade out, which means Jabs can get some damage out with the Bedlam, but the Earthshaker Fisher actually allows them to be able to separate a little bit. They do get the swap back from Ninja Boogie. They still have no real damage. The Troll gets up on that kill. It's going to be Ninja Boogie brought low by the Malefice. They just didn't bring enough heroes there.
Yeah, another -2 is Solo. Already up to 10 stolen int. Roshan hit. He just wanted to see if heroes were in the pit. Because if you hit the Roshan and it's low, you're just going to make it easier for the enemy.
The smoke is going to pop. They're going to the high ground. They do spot out some heroes immediately. Go silence, and now Moon's going to be in trouble. Ramsey sits on top of him. The Echo Slam to hold him down. They do manage to get the Fisher on the side on Ice. Smoke gank goes own death there.
And look at no one. He's hunting Mushi. He's got a Deso.
Ninja Boogie, 15-minute bounty runes. Ninja Boogie willing to fight for this one. He is going to pick it up, but it looks like it's going to cost him his life. His last word takes another 2 intelligence for Solo.
Now that's a 5,000 gold lead. Mineski digging themselves into the same in a similar position. Last game, I think Ice had the Blink Dagger around this time. This time around, though, with so many deaths on this side, is top lane Mushi, the most hard hero on his team, gonna go down for free.
The Earthshine slow is all that's needed for no one to be able to claim that kill. Jabs and Moon do manage to find Roger. That's a pretty important kill. He's gonna delay it a little bit, but it looks like Moon is gonna be able to get that kill. Pasha jumped in, wasn't able to get the big black hole on a 2, so instead he'll take the Malefice kill on Jabs.
Most of the tier 2 towers, and this is looking a little bit cleaner than last game. Pasha jumps in, Ninja Boogie is gonna be the target. They set the trap, easy kill for them.
Virtus.pro pushing that tempo, and Mineski are just not really responding. They lose the support there, so Virtus.pro, they're just going to keep going. They're going to force Mineski to do something here.
Mineski, you've got to come back.
Managed to get the Shadow Realm off just in time before Ramses could jump and pounce on that Dark Willow.
That is a tier 3 tower for free. At 20 minutes in.
Ice puts
Poke. They anticipated that Ramses is going to be a little bit cocky because he thinks that everybody from Mineski is holed up inside his base. Here we go.
Managed to get the scan off. Instance done. Make sure that you chain it properly for no win range. Double TP is going to...
A lot more of a feeling out process than we're used to seeing in Virtus.pro because they usually just get going early once they grab some towers, but no one.
Shadow Realm, they do have the Fisher to be able to stop him in case he tries to TP away. The Curse Crown hit goes down, the Fisher, and just ticking out from the Arcane Curse, that'll give Solo the kill instead. Be it smoke up because they didn't blow anything big for that, so they still have Black Hole, Echo Slam, and they see a victim in Ninja Boogie. Rame's gonna jump forward, still all their cooldowns up so they can keep on fighting. Ice just trying to farm Ancients nearby.
Solo gonna run into him, but Solo is not a free
on this game unless Mineski can get a big smoke gank and smoke pops. They don't have any detection. And now they got it. The Terrorize is gonna be able to come in, grab some of those heroes. Echo Slam immediately comes out, and the follow-up, they managed to get the stun onto the Storm Spirit. And Chance Totem hit as well. Man, Moon has got to be able to get out of here with the BKB. Activated by Moon. He's got the hole. Black Hole locked in. Managed to get the swap in. Big time hit. Managed to get a bash onto that Clay, slowing him down a little bit. Troll, he's being able to control him up, but finally managed to get away with the invincibility. And again, they just don't have the vision. Mushi's going to take out from the last word. Moon has no HP and only a little bit of mana, but it looks like Mineski is still in one fight, and they're going to pour the wave of terror. A long jump. Moon just popping a shrine.
No one.
Be careful though. No one with the Fisher. No one just by himself. He didn't. The big cores of Mineski, and now with that damage gone,
they want more pickoffs.
The threat eliminated. They only see Squishy supports. Ice tries to come in, immediately dies. They do have this Dark Willow with the Bedlam. Might be able to kill the Clinks, but Roger hits a beautiful stun. They see him for a moment, but the Shadow Realm has already faded. So instead, they're going to have to try and get the kill on Roger. Miss out on the Clinks, which would...
Don't give up this Roshan. You gave up so many in a row last game. This has to be like the 5th Roshan.
This combination, though, is so good. They do manage to jump in with Ice. He has Reincarnation as well as Blade Mail. So he's making himself a target, making so... Well, Jabs, he just managed to blink in, goes for the Bedlam, almost killing Solo. He wants to be able to take out this global silence, and he does so, but trades away his life. No one. Finished off that Reincarnation. Ram's going to jump in, going for Mushi, the long jump in for Moon, but he's delivered his life. Jumps in, away from the Echo Slam, now the Black Hole, locking down the Vengeful Spear, who managed to get the swap away onto Mushi. Oh, Moon can't get hit by this one. They do manage to take down Roger, but here comes no one at Ramses. Can Moon actually fight this one? He's got no mana whatsoever. Ice doesn't have a second life either. The Blade Mail will not stop no one from claiming that life.
And that fight started disastrously for VP as the Echo Slam completely whiffs. They lose Solo. Hot, they know he's in here. Ice
later. Ice.
blink over.
He didn't blink into the pit, blink to the side there. A little bit curious, and now they kind of have to reset. Ramsey's gonna go for the fast kill with the enrage. They do manage to spot it up, but it's a bit too late for Moon to try and jump in. Now Ice is gonna be spotted. He's slowed down by the Malefist.
Doesn't have his
ultimate. It was just coming up. Roger comes in with a Fisher. BKB activates the man to get the bash from Ramsey's onto the troll. He's gonna turn and fight Ramsey, take away that Aegis. And at the same time, they did manage to finish up the Enigma. Mushi trying to track down Roger. Meanwhile, Ramsey's magic missiled up. No one's gonna help him take down Ninja Boogie. The Terrorize comes in, does manage to get the clinks. He just took away with that death pact. He has no HP with the Bedlam. They almost keep popping off the cheese, and BKB, he turns, kills the support. Now Moon, he's got to get out of here. He is on 700.
He's got bashed. No, he's bashed up. He has to jump away 4 HP.
Is that what he's going to live on? Ramsey's so close. The silence off. He can't jump away. Ramsey's wipes.
Last second from no one, baited them in so hard. They had no idea that he had it.
And now you've been exposed. You already lost your tier 3 super early. No one. With the Desolator and the Searing Arrows, he will make short work of your buildings.
And this is why it's so rough giving away the Aegis and the cheese. This is what swings the fights barely in their favor. If they... Pasha stepping forward for half a second. Mushi still holds that position from behind everybody.
They're gonna run into each other. Not trying to be able to communicate. They do manage to get the swap back, and the Dark Will is already dead. But at the same time, Pasha got cleaned up by Mushi so quickly. Ice with the second life. Ramsey pops his BKB, and he just fights and turns, kills Mushi. Now they're gonna be able to catch Ice in the second life as well. Mineski just caught out on all sides. The initiation onto Ice forces Mineski into action, and they're just not strong enough to be able to kill more than Pasha.
The Enigma instantly goes for the Boots of Travels. He's got the buyback. They're trying to play for the win right now. Going for the tier 3 tower. VP. They smell blood. 4 heroes down still for Mineski. It's just the Storm. Moon gonna try to wait for some reinforcements. But the first set of racks are going down. VP are marching their way.
Mineski.
The second set.
They were the last. Oh no! Who got caught? The Abyss blade? No! He does have a buyback. They're going to be forced into it now. They're going to try and get the long jump in onto Roger, pop him before he can do anything, and he managed to get the damage onto Ramsey. Prevent him from being able to blink away. They need this kill badly, but he can't get bashed. He managed to get the Gold Scepter off and gets away. That was so close. Moon forced to use a BKB of his own there, and he's pretty low on mana. No one hopes to be able to catch him.
He's going to find the angle.
He's got no buyback. Spear with the global sound. There's going to be no swap to be able to save him. That's a dieback. Beyond godlike for no.
They're thinking about taking this fight. They know they can't just allow VP into their base.
Maybe no one is going to come.
Desperation
hold. Be a perfect opportunity. They already got the sights up as well as the BKB. Virtus.pro, they're just too damn fast. Roger locks down another one with the Echo Slam. Catches 2. That's going to be the Dark Willow. Ice. The last man standing for... Oh, look at it. Just give him the preemptive black hole. Give Mineski no way out of this game. 2-0 them. Virtus.pro will move on.
We saw Liquid do it last year. They got sent into the losers early on by IG, but they made their way back to become tournament